Hey there, foodies. Let's get started on this delicious, creamy jerk chicken pasta. So, of course, if you have some jerk chicken left over, you could use it for this dish. But if you don't, and you have some chicken breasts, then you can go ahead and slice those up. So, what I'm doing is just butterflying the breast. And once you cut into it and open it up like this, then you cut it in half. And I like to do this because it just, helps the chicken breast cook a little bit easier. You could even take another step of flattening the breast to even out the thickness. But if you don't have time, this definitely does, help a lot, right? So I'll do that one and then move on to the other one. Okay. So you're just slicing it horizontally and then just open it a little at a time and keep slicing. If you prefer to dice the chicken breast, you could do that too, but I prefer to have the slices of chicken usually. Okay. Of course, there is no rule that you have to use the chicken breast. You could do chicken thighs. Once you have all the chicken ready, then you're going to season. And today I'm using some paprika, some black pepper, Maggi chicken seasoning, and crushed allspice. So go ahead and just drizzle on a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil, whatever you prefer. Rub that into the chicken and then season with those dry spices or dry seasonings. And if you prefer to use a jerk rub, you could do that too. And then go ahead and put in that, go ahead and massage in the wet jerk seasoning afterwards. All right, so dry spice is on. Now we're going to add the jerk seasoning. And I'm not using a lot because this is the very hot and spicy one, okay? Just let that marinate. And then after an hour or overnight, you're going to cook this over medium heat in oil. And you can do about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. It depends on how large the chicken breast is. But usually 3 to 4 minutes on each side is good. We don't have a lot of jerk seasoning on this, so it's not going to be very dark once you cook it. All right, but just set it aside once that's done. And you want to make sure that you cook up your pasta in some salted boiling water. I'm using penne. Once the chicken breast is cooked, let it rest for 2 minutes before slicing or dicing. And then for the sauce, you're using the same pan that you used to cook the chicken breast. Add some butter. Then you're going to stir in some minced onion. Once that's fragrant, add some minced garlic. And you're going to maintain low to medium heat while doing this. All right. So the onion was cooked until a little soft. Then you add the garlic, cook it till it's fragrant. Then stir in some flour, and this is going to help to thicken the sauce. So you're making a roux, right? So go ahead and whisk it for at least a minute to get out that starchy taste of the flour. I'm going to be now slowly adding some milk. All right, so slowly pour that in and then whisk or stir. If you're using evaporated milk or heavy cream, then you might not need the roux that I did. But once the milk thickens like this, go ahead and season that up, all right? So you're going to repeat those same seasonings that you put on the chicken, but I did add a little onion powder as well. All right, so this is jerk seasoning, allspice, some black pepper, paprika, and the Maggi chicken seasoning. If you don't like Maggi, use something else. All right. Once that's in there, then you're going to add the Parmesan cheese and cheddar cheese a little at a time. Make sure your heat is very low or turned off completely at this point. All right. So stir in your Parmesan and your cheddar. And then I ended up adding a little minced fresh thyme and some more crushed allspice because I wanted more of that jerk flavor without the heat of the marinade or the seasoning, right? Then go ahead and toss in your cooked pasta and the sliced chicken along with all those juices on the plate that the chicken was resting on. Stir that together and you are done. If you feel like the sauce is too thick, stir in a little more milk and serve it up. Very simple. Add parsley if you want to, sprinkle on some paprika if you want to, but you don't have to. This was so simple and delicious. It's creamy, flavorful. It has a little, kick from that heat. Very nice. Remember, you can adjust the heat to your liking, but I know this is going to be one of those chicken pasta dishes on heavy rotation in your kitchen. So good. Let me know what you think once you try it out. Thanks for watching.